They are connected and on a string.
It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
Fans checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for George. And Miami also making a switch. Miller's checked in. Zubac the pass to Beverley. Rondo kicks to Batum. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. And the usual order was upset last season in more ways than one. 5 out of the final 8 teams Doris in the playoffs had never won a title before.
Kevin, I think for the long-term health and viability of the league, the more teams with an opportunity to win the championship, the better off. We saw new stars get their first opportunity to win a championship. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the hardest workers, one of the most humble superstars, goes out and wins it. It was so fun to cover.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Oladipo against Rondo. Clock at 6 to end the run. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
Pass to man. Clippers moving the ball around. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Clippers trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rondo dishes to Batum. Back to Rondo. And there's the pass to Zubac. Beverly against Robinson. Lets it go with the 3. Some solid defense from Robinson. The Heat leading by 10. Cousins with a screen for Robinson. He takes it in. And the dunk by Robinson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Zubac the pass to Rondo. Over Miller. Rondo, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Miller kicks to Butler. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Don't you love the mentality of Jimmy Butler? He almost embraces the contact, invites the contact.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Zubac.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Butler. It's the crossover. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, listen, we know that Butler possesses this ability. Break down off the dribble, defender just left hanging.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been... And now, in his mid-30s, Rajon Rondo.
We're young, I feel...
And Rondo's writing a strong second chapter to his career for sure.
And 4 All-Star appearances and a title in Boston. So some had written him off, but he's showing he is not done yet.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Robinson is out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Miller. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Sampson in at the 4 spot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Oladipo goes in.
Well, this is where the speed and athleticism of Victor Oladipo can be overwhelming. Boy, does he put defenders in a bind.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Miami?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Well, something else they've done a good job of tonight is penetrating and getting points right at the rim.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Paul George with the steal. Ibaka with the screen on Robinson. George. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Oladipo. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Oladipo with the ball. In the corner, it's Robinson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I think NBA fans are so well acquainted with the elite basketball skills of Victor Oladipo. What you may not know is this guy is an incredibly gifted singer with a great voice. And he has been known to belt out a tune or two in the locker room if you let him.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Cousins. P.J. Tucker comes in for Jakar Sampson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson. Jackson misses. The Heat leading by 15. Here's Oladipo. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Clippers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And George kicks to Leonard. 3-pointers off the mark.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Here's Hero. The kick out to Oladipo. A 3-ball. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Leonard against Miller. It's hauled in by the Heat. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Now, Hero. Tight defense on him. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Jackson has the open look. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, Hero. D right on him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Leonard against Miller. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. They led by as many as 18 points. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather own the team.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Miami also making a switch. Lowry's checked in. Leonard. It's hauled in by Hero.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Takes it inside, and it's good. 2 points. Hero's got 4 this quarter.
And if there's one thing about Hero, he is fearless, loves to attack the rim.
Leonard against Miller. Step back and squared up. Leonard's got 6.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Lowry passes to Tucker. Back to Lowry. Adebayo with a screen for Lowry. Over Beverly. That misses off the backboard. Clippers trail by 17. And George kicks to Beverly. Dishes it to Leonard. Tries it from the top of the key. And he hits the jump shot. 8 points for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Adebayo passes to Miller. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Hero finds Miller. Shot clock at 6. Lowry inside the line. Tucker the pass to Lowry. No good from outside. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 15. Here's the floater. And Adebayo sends it back. Adebayo the screen. Driving the lane. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, flashy play by Hero off the drive, turning his speed into airtime for a dunk.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Passes to Beverly. Zubac with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
5 to shoot. Rondo passes to Mann. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
And here's Lowry. Pass to Tucker. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Tucker's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Rondo against Lowry. Rondo passes to Zubac. Over Adebayo. No good from Zubac.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball.
Here is Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Wide open look here for Zubac. Good on the 13-footer.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Beverly dishes to Rondo. 1:44 left in the first half. Pass to Zubac. Dish now to Beverly. Shoots over Hero. And they recover it. Zubac kicks to Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Here's man. Defended by Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Rondo. 3 on the clock. A 3 off the inbound. Good work defensively by Lowry. 1:14 left in the first half. Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range. But given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
Adebayo finds Lowry. Adebayo with a screen for Lowry. Adebayo down low. He's covered by Rondo. Count it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Beverly, the pass to man. Over Butler. Los Angeles with another miss. Miami leading by 20. Robinson kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Lowry. Here's Adebayo. Outside Butler. Adebayo with a screen for Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, as a driver, Jimmy Butler is so physical, so tough. He's going to command the defensive attention. Nice drive.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they...
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Well, right now for the Heat, they delivered the goods so far. After all the preseason chatter, they've shown that they're one of the top teams. Now, they just got to keep adjusting, and can they keep this up the rest of the year? We shall see.
And time now to acknowledge what was a tremendous half of play for the Miami Heat.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was center.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George, it's not going to go for him.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Lowry passes to Tucker. And it's off from three-point range. Nobody near George. No good on the 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back Kawhi.
He had a nice open look right there. He has 5.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Leonard, the open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Hero passes to Adebayo. Fires for 3. Hero, no good. Clippers trail by 17. Outside Leonard. 20 feet out. That one doesn't go. And the Heat going the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Butler against Jackson. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got 10 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Leonard finds Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Baseline jumper.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
Shakes him. Lowry can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Leonard trying to get open as Ibaka, and it's Leonard missing. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's the pick. Pass to Adebayo to the left wing. Lets it fly. He gets hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Leonard has it in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tucker finds Butler. They set the pick. Pass to Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Jackson against Butler. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.